He was diagnosed like 3 to 4 years now before a seizure came. I feel like I could have fell down too because I did not know what to do. I didn't know what to do. So I came, carried him to the hospital and thing, and they treat him and thing, and afterwards it started with it. Since then he started thinking with it. So and the emotion is kind of still scary. It's kind of still scary for me because sometimes I there to work, he there at school. Sometimes I get a phone call that he fell down, he gets seizure and thing. I gotta run out, you know. So it's kind of very difficult for me at work, school, you know.
Epilepsy is one of those disorders that is one of the prime disorder of the brain, and basically in a nutshell is, before we talk about epilepsy as a disease, the main component of epilepsy is the seizures, where persons would have, or in the brain is a disorder in which the brain would have abnormal electrical discharges that spread to different areas of the brain. As it spread to those areas, then is when you have different manifestations. So no two epileptic patients might be the same. So epilepsy is basically a disorder of the brain where you have a high predisposition to have recurrent seizures. And very important too is not forgetting the cognitive and the social aspect to epilepsy. They have, like any other disorder, they have causes that, for example, they have causes that are structural, or what we call etiology. It might be something genetic, just like how we have pressure and sugar. There might be multiple family members, and then you have a genetic predisposition, or it could be something that you acquire, meaning, for example, like a head trauma and infection, all right, or one of those metabolic disorders that secondarily affects the brain. So there are a lot of misconceptions and so surrounding epilepsy. People think it's not uncommon to hear here in Guyana that persons, they might have something supernatural. And also, for example, when people catching fits, usually it's a time when everybody is panic. And my personal experience dealing with persons catching fits, even when I was a junior doctor, is, you know what, call somebody else. I don't like dealing with something dramatic. But as you get more comfortable, and that's how we get more comfortable talking about it, share experiences, and we would like to, raise awareness. For example, when persons catch fits, the do's and don'ts. For example, it's common to hear out there that, put a spoon in the mouth, they're gonna bite up their tongue, they're gonna swallow their tongue, for example, you have to restrain them, for example. Whilst that might be true, they might not bite their tongue, for example, and this is just one example, one of many things that, you shouldn't do. They can dislodge whatever foreign object you put in their mouth. They can bronchoaspirate, or they can choke on it, as we commonly say, and they can die. The other thing too is, for example, when someone is having seizures, it's important that you time it, know when to call the doctor, for example, or the ambulance. Perhaps you time it if it usually goes in the big grand mal, we used to call the big one when everybody convulses. Time it if it goes about 5 minutes or more, then is when you should call the ambulance.